Hello there, my name is Jennifer Roblin and I'm the founder of Better Your Life Anxiety Management. In today's video, I want to give you some top tips on how you can help manage your anxiety. So stick around to the end because I have some free gifts that I'd like to share with you. I'd also really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to this channel and this video because it helps the algorithm get this video out to more and more people, and that way I can help more and more people who are struggling with anxiety, because it's my belief that nobody needs to struggle. So let's get back to today's video. What can you do to help yourself if you're feeling anxious right now? Identify your triggers. What is it that is making you feel anxious? And what we often do when we're feeling anxiety, and it's certainly something that I did a lot when I was really struggling, I was burying it. I was trying to pretend it wasn't there, even though it was the largest thing in my life at that time. I was burying it and not dealing with it. I wasn't facing up to it. So if you get a chance, sit with the thoughts and what is it that's actually going through your mind, and acknowledge them. See if you can identify your triggers. It may well be that talking to somebody helps you identify these things, because sometimes we're so busy being us that it's hard to be able to see exactly what you're doing. So have a little think about it and see, what is it that's triggering you? Is it a person? Is it a situation? Is it something inside of your control, outside of your control? Can you influence what that situation is in any way? So by identifying your triggers, it can help you get to the root cause of what's causing your anxiety. Routine and structure is another good place to start, because when we feel anxious, we often feel very overwhelmed, we feel out of control. So by creating a routine and a structure in your life, you can start taking back some more control and feeling that you can be on top of things. That could just be being organised, having a to-do list, making sure that you're ticking off the things that you've done, even if they're not on your to-do list, because we often end up doing a lot more in the day than is just on our list. And we can come to the end of the day and think, oh, I haven't achieved everything I wanted to. So recognise everything you have done rather than focusing on the things you haven't done. One thing that I found was really helpful for me is I started to limit my access to the news. I felt quite overwhelmed when I was constantly hearing so much negativity. Now, I know now that the news doesn't give us all the real stories. It gives us the most negative stories because that's what sells. It's not a true reflection of how life is. But when I was at my most anxious, I was thinking that the world was a really scary, terrible place. Now, it's safer now than it has been for many, many years, but that's not the stories that's reported to us. So if you can, try and limit your access to the news, or just check at a certain time during the day rather than let your whole life be bombarded with news stories. And you might also find it helpful to write down some of your thoughts and feelings. Getting them down on paper really helps you reflect on what it is that you're thinking, what it is that's going on for you. And you'll probably find that some of your thoughts they might seem realistic, but when you see them written down, you may well be thinking the worst case scenario or something, or focusing just on the negative and not looking at the positive of a situation. And it's really, really easy to do. So also, one last tip, if you try and think at the end of the day, try and think about 3 good things that went well. They can be really simple things. They don't need to be anything overcomplicated, but it's just a nice way of ending your day on a positive note. Now, I really hope you found that useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as I said, I have a few free gifts. If you want to pop on over to the description, then there's quite a few free resources that are there. There's some thoughts diaries so that you can help track your thoughts. There's a circle of control and influence so you can understand what you have got control of, what you haven't got control of, and perhaps what you can influence. And there's instructions on all of those. So pop on over, have a look, see if there's anything that can help you. Take care for now, and I'll see you on the next video.